All right. So this is Slipknot from Slipknot Gaming, and today I'm going to stop for a minute and um, show you a few scripting techniques that I use during live play and for setup. Now, this video is strictly intended to help a few of my co-escape regulars, but anybody can benefit from the information. Full disclaimer, the information that I'm about to share can destabilize a server. So use the information wisely and experiment on your own. Don't try to use it on live servers. That being said, in order to script, you have to have admin privileges and you also have to uh, be able to run the server itself. So not only do you have to have admin privileges for a game, you also have to have admin privileges for the server in some incidences. So don't let it confuse you. These are just examples of how to find scripts that you want to use and how to implement them uh, in live time. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, sorry about the delay here. Just had to take care of something real quick. Okay, so here we are. Um, First thing you need to know is in order to find basic scripts, there's multiple ways to do it. You can go visit the Bohemia wiki. There's also some simple scripts that you can gather from the community-based add-ons. But right now, I'm going to show you a basic method for finding scripts in Eden Editor. Now, there's two types of editors. One is the Zeus in-game if your game is set up for Zeus, and the other is your editors. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the editor. I already have plenty of maps loaded in, but for this example, I'm going to use Gulf Coast. Don't need to know anything about it. I'm assuming that some of you have already played with Zeus or Eden editors, things like that. So, um, I'm making plenty of assumptions here, and basically the only thing I'm trying to do is show how I gather and where to find some of the scripts that I cut and paste. All right, so first things first, if you've never done any kind of mission making or anything like that, you have to do a few basic things to set up. One of the things I do is first I will drop a uh, person, then I will go down to Zeus and I will create the game master. The game master gives you the ability to be able to create in-game Zeusing. What I need to do here is I'm going to put in uh, my screen or my Steam number, and I probably, well, I guess it don't matter. Okay, if you don't do that, it will not recognize you. This is just a shortcut for being able to allow the game that you're creating to recognize you as a Zeus. Then you connect your officer to it and you sync it to that thing. Now, because I put it in the game master, whatever assets I put down, I'll be able to Zeus from those. Don't let any of this confuse you because this isn't really what I'm going after. I'm just setting it up a little bit so I can get the example up. All right. And this is a good way to start playing with the ability to be able to Zeus also if you've never experienced that at all. So you might get something out of this. All right, I'm just setting these up so that they're playable because it's generally a habit of mine as a general practice. If I were to be setting up a mission or multiple missions to create for my server, this is where I would start. These are the player base. Okay. So now I have all this set up, and what I can do is I can go into multiplayer and access each one of these now. If I click on a character right now, I have all this plethora of information that I can change, but that's not what I'm going after right now. All I'm going to be doing is my main goal is to gather scripts. And the easiest way to do that I've found is I go into multiplayer from here. Now I'm just making a temporary game. It is accessible to the public, but it's only temporary, so I'm not going to worry about it. Put my UPN in. I'm just going to put a server password. We'll skip server password because we're not going to be in it that long. Uh-oh, what'd I do wrong? Oh, there it is. All right, I wasn't patient enough. Let me try that again. Okay, so you see here that it created the characters that I want to access. And right now I'm just going to go ahead into the main character. If I select any of these, I will be able to Zeus from them because I set my server up that way. But right now I don't want any AI. The only thing I'm doing is demonstrating where I'm pulling these from. All right, there's not really a mission or anything like that. This is a blank map with a few characters on it. So I'm going into the map. All right, here we are. So I'm in the map now. I'm in the multiplayer phase. I did not pick any of the player characters that I would normally use in a regular player game. I'm in my character uh, for the leader. All right, so this is how I do my scripting, or this is how I gather my scripting. If I go ahead into Zeus, all right, I'm in the Zeus panel right now, and there's my character. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to make it an editable character. So what I need to do is add the module for update and edit objects. Click on it, and I'm just going to pick this guy here. So now it's editable. Now when it's editable, I'm in the Zeus, and you can't do this in a live game because it won't give you the same menu. So now that I click on it, here we have access to it, and there's a bunch of already scripted premades. And then when you pick one of them, like say for instance, I want to, let's do God mode first. Everybody's always favorite mode, God mode. So I'll click on God mode. Now there's nothing here for the execute. In order for me to see what the script is and to apply it to the character, I would add preset. I would click on it and it adds that script. Now you can select it and do a copy paste. You can copy it and then you apply it. And then now what happens is it's in your clipboard, your copy and paste clipboard, and you can go ahead and go down here, and instead of going here to pick it again, you can simply, in the execute area, you can just do that. Now, here's the caveat. Whenever you execute a script, it will save previous scripts. Now, that's how I get it and I bring it into my other servers. That's one way. The other way is to just do a cut and paste and put it right into a notebook or a notepad and save it on your desktop. I don't need to do that right now. So let's go ahead and grab another script. I want another script. The script that I want is join player. So what this one's going to do, I add that script in, join this player. So when I apply it, it's going to force this character, Luke Clark,
2. Join
to
group.
leave his group
2.
and
Join
join
group.
my group.
Ready. Ready.
And that's the basics of how to find scripts and add them to your save list. Okay, now that's the basics of that. So now we know how to gather a couple scripts from Eden Editor, put it in our save list. Now what I'm going to show you is how to add scripts to your live games. So this is for instance, this is an Eden Editor. Okay, I'm going to bail out of the Eden Editor because I don't need to display that anymore. Actually, I could show you here the debugs, but I'll show you on my live server. That way I can get it set up for players. Alright, so I'm going to abort this. Going to leave the game. Going to leave the Eden Editor. Alright, now I'm even going to leave the game and I'm going to restart it. Well, actually, I probably don't have to. I can probably just join my server. So I'm going into my live server. My live server, let's see, recents. I'm looking for Slipknot. I don't see my Slipknot server, so I guess I will back out. Let me do it this way. 1 second. Bear with me. Alright, what we're doing now, we're going to go ahead and load up my Slipknot gaming server. And I'll show you the results of... Oh, I got some forced downloads. That's interesting. I'll show you the results of what happens when you save your scripts into your script notebook and then apply them to the game. Now, as I'm still a big time noob when it comes to this game. I got a lot of play hours, but as far as scripting goes, I'm still kind of new at it, so I'm just sharing what knowledge I'm learning on the fly. Alright, let me get into the game here. Maybe a mismatch here, we'll see. Oh, no wonder. Alright, I'm going to have to back out of this. The server is not up and running. I have to start the server. I'll go back into the Eden Editor and finish this out then. You can do the same thing on the server as you can as long as you have admin privileges and have access to the debug screen. So while I'm waiting for it to load back up again, here we go. Now we're in the Eden Editor. Now, because I didn't save what I did, I'm going to go ahead and do that again and make a quick thing here. I'm not even going to worry about the others. I'm just going to go ahead and put down my Zeus. Normally I'll put down Game Master and I will put down Add Editing Objects. Now you have to sync the Game Master. Let me gather my user data again. Add in my, yep. Alright, now I'm gonna go into multiplayer. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna re-enter the game under Eden Editor. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's Eden Editor or not, as long as you're in the play mode, you can do this. So in a server, as long as you have the ability to access the admin and pull up the debug screen, you can add additional scripts. And here's the warning. When you add additional scripts, extended debug console, when you get this console, you have to be very careful about what scripts you put in, because you can cause the server to crash if the script is not recognized. So basically all I'm doing here is I'm showing you some basic scripts, like for instance the Arsenal script. Here's a script that I use for being able to pull the Arsenal up. And when I do that, it grabs the Arsenal, and most of you folks that are familiar with playing the game, you know what an Arsenal is. It gives you the ability to be able to put the gear from the Arsenal on. Another script that I like, I'll go in here and I will grab a vehicle. Grab a civilian vehicle.
Awaiting orders.
Oops. The only reason I say oops is because I don't want a soldier in it. Off-road. There we go. Now, in these scripts, now you notice that because I'm still in Eden Editor, I have the drop-down scripts, the iNet presets. But in a regular server, you don't get these iNet presets. So what I can do is I can use my drop-down menu that I saved from earlier, and I can grab it and automatically plop it in, and there you go. Okay, so the script that I'm going to use now is a script that I gathered from the community-based add-ons. And what this script does is it causes the vehicle to go very fast. Speed upgrade. So I'm going to locally execute it. And you have to learn the difference between global and local. Local will affect only you most times, and global will affect all live players. So right now I'm going to click that. And normally these things max out at about 90. Let's see how fast I put this thing on. This script, I'm already going over 200, 300. It says up on the right hand corner, screen upgrade. Okay, so, and that's the fundamentals of scripting and how to find scripts. You're not a script writer like myself. I don't spend time learning the scripts. You can do that. This video is specifically just designed to teach the fundamentals of how to grab already pre-made scripts and add them into your game. So, I hope you got something out of this video. Thank you for joining me. And to all my escape buddies that may or may not see this video, I hope you do. Feel free to learn and load. Alright, so that's it for today's little lesson. Y'all have a great day and get plenty of sunshine. This is Slipknot from Slipknot Gaming, and I'm signing off.